She got them all cut. We're on chapter 17, which is titled Visitor. And last chapter, where did we leave off?
Well, obviously, there's a vampire in the Swan house. They're climbing in your windows, they snatching your mortals up, trying to bite them. So you gotta hide your Bellas, and hide your Charlies, and heck, hide your Laurens, because they bite everybody out there. That's where we left off.
That's it. Alright. Well, that about sums it up. Alice! Alice is in the house. I'd forgotten how hard she was. It was like running headlong into a wall of cement. Bella's obviously done that before. Bella? There was a strange mingling of relief and confusion in her voice. Bella starts crying because she's happy. I'm sorry. I'm just so happy to see you. It's okay, Bella. Everything's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine. Alice goes, it's okay, Bella. Everything's okay. I've forgotten how exuberant you are. I think exuberant is the last word I would ever use to describe Bella Swan. Alice asks Bella, would you like to explain to me how you're alive?
I'm not dead.
You saw me fall. No, I saw you jump. I pursed my lips as I tried to think of an explanation that wouldn't sound nuts.
Good luck.
Alice continues to scold her. What happened? How could you do that to Charlie? Did you stop to think what this would do to him and to my brother?
Nope. Next question.
Alice, I wasn't committing suicide.
Excuse me for thinking so.
No. Are you saying you didn't jump off a cliff? No, but it was for recreational purposes only. Alice is really confused. Bella is really confused. Shocker.
I'm really confused.
Yeah, me too.
It looked like fun, and I was bored.
So if you saw me go in, why didn't you see Jacob? Alice gets confused. It's true that I probably would have drowned if Jacob hadn't jumped in after me. He pulled me back to shore. How come you didn't see that? Alice asks, someone pulled you out? Yes, Jacob saved me. I watched curiously as an enigmatic range of emotions flitted across her face.
That is too many big words in one sentence.
Too many big words. Something was bothering her, but I wasn't sure. Then she deliberately leaned in and sniffed my shoulder. I froze.
That's so creepy.
Don't be ridiculous, she muttered, sniffing at me some more.
Don't be ridiculous.
Ugh.
See,
Who were you with out there just now? It sounded like you were arguing. Jacob Black. He's sort of my best friend, I guess. Alice nodded. He was a fool to think you could survive alone. I've never seen anyone so prone to life-threatening idiocy. I survived, I pointed out. She was thinking of something else. So if the currents were too much for you, how did this Jacob manage? Jacob is strong. See, well, he's sort of a werewolf. The Quileutes turn into wolves when there are vampires around. Oh, hey, guess what? My best friend's a werewolf, and it's all your fault. It's fine. That's basically what Bella just said to Alice. It's a little rude.
I feel like it's just kind of, oh, here's some plot, just so I don't have to explain it all to you. There you go.
Alice is lost in thought. Your best friend is a werewolf? How long has this been going on? Not long, I said. He's only been a werewolf for just a few weeks. She glowered at me. A young werewolf? Even worse. Edward was right. You're a magnet for danger. Weren't you supposed to be staying out of trouble? Leave it to you, Bella. Anyone else would be better off when the vampires left town. But you start hanging out with the first monsters you can find. No, Alice, the vampires didn't really leave. Not all of them, anyway. And then she tells Alice about when Laurent almost killed her. Alice says, oh, I guess I'm gonna leave. And Bella's like, no, don't go! Please starts to freak out. And then Alice says, "You look like hell, Bella." "I drowned today." "You're a mess." I flinched. "Look, I'm doing my best." "What do you mean?" "It hasn't been easy. I'm working on it." "Did you expect to find me skipping around and whistling show tunes? You know me better than that."
I wish you did that.
Oh my god. The phone rings. It's Jake, making sure that Bella's okay. "Huh. Just making sure you're still alive." "I'm fine. I told you." Well, he hangs up on her. Alice tries to leave again. Bella begs her to stay. Alice leaves anyway. She goes to go hunt, though.
Oh, yeah. So she doesn't eat Bella.
Bella makes some casserole and drinks lots of water. Turns on the TV. Then Alice comes back and starts telling her where Edward's been. Charlie comes home.
I like Charlie.
Me too. Dad, you'll never guess who's here. And Alice walks out. "Hi, Charlie. I'm sorry I came at such a bad time." Bella begs Charlie to let Alice stay. And Charlie's like, "Yeah, of course. I love you. You're awesome." Bella falls asleep next to Alice on the couch. And when she wakes up, she hears Charlie and Alice in the kitchen. And they're talking. They're talking about Bella's behavior since the Cullens left. And Charlie says, "I've never felt so helpless. I didn't know what to do. That first week, I thought I was going to have to hospitalize her. She wouldn't eat or drink. She wouldn't move." Charlie talks about how much she's gotten better since she started hanging out with Jacob. Charlie sighed out a big gust of air. "Okay, so I guess that's overstating things. I don't know, even with Jacob, now and then I see something in her eyes, and I wonder if I've ever grasped how much pain she's really in. Not like someone left her, but like someone had died. It was like someone had died, like I had died, because it had been more than just losing the truest of true loves. Oh my god. It was also losing a whole future, a whole family, the whole life that I had chosen." Well, I guess I had to do this one by myself. Oh, back to life, I see. They stopped talking, so Bella decides it's time to wake up. Charlie had to leave to go help Sue Clearwater with funeral arrangements. So Alice stays home with Bella and tells her all about what the rest of the Cullens have been up to. Alice tells Bella about her human life. She says her name was Mary Alice Brandon. She had a little sister, and her niece is still alive. Alice lived in an insane asylum, and her birth and death were announced, and she found her grave. Bella ends up spending the night on the couch again with Alice, because she doesn't want Alice to leave. The next day is the funeral for Harry Clearwater. Bella decides to spend the day doing housework because she says that she's been falling behind. Bella is literally up to her elbows in Comet when the doorbell rang. I looked to Alice at once, and her expression was perplexed. Alice was never taken by surprise. "Hold on," I shouted in the general direction of the door. "Bella, I have a fairly good guess who that might be, and I think I better step out." "Guess? Since when did Alice have to guess anything?" Bella stares at her and says, "You can't see werewolves." Leaves out Charlie's window because she says it's not a good idea to have her and Jacob Black in the same room. That's the last thing that happens. Recap of chapter 17.
There's vampires climbing in your windows and wanting to bite your mortals.
Yep. Alice is the one who shows up at Bella's house, and she tells Bella how the rest of the Cullens are doing. Alice also talks to Charlie about what happened to Bella when the Cullens initially left, and Charlie talks about how lifeless Bella was. Not that she's really full of life. Anyway.
Yeah. We already knew all of that anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true. We knew most of what they were talking about. We discover that Alice can't see werewolves in her visions, which is going to be a little problematic, I assume, because Bella spends so much time with Jacob. That's all that happens. Next chapter is chapter 18, which is titled The Funeral. I'm assuming it's referring to Harry Clearwater's. We'll get to the funeral when we get to the funeral. We hope that you look forward to that, and we'll see you next time. Bye!